Alright, hello people and welcome back. Little bit of Diablo 3 action. I got time for a few episodes today. And I think I'm gonna say goodbye to my S of Johan. And I'm gonna go back to Mara's Kaleidoscope. No, not so much for the not so much for the prevention of all poison damage, but mainly just because of the overall difference in other abilities and other powers. Now, I would have gained about 10%. I was gaining about an extra 10% damage with the S of Johan, because it's got that plus 20% poison skills. Deals 20% more damage, and with the negative 9% damage, it's right around. I'd be gaining 10% plus the extra collateral kills that I was getting by pooling all the enemies together. But it just doesn't happen enough. If it happened more often, if the chance on hit to pull enemies toward your target, if that happened more often, maybe it would be better. Maybe I'd go for it. And I don't know exactly what that chance is. I don't know if it's a variable chance. I really don't know. Maybe. But I was just dying way too much. And that, to me, the other thing, too, is if I'm getting into situations where I'm taking a lot of damage, then I've got to move. I've got to move and I've got to avoid. And every moment that I am moving and or avoiding getting killed is a moment that I'm not attacking. So even though maybe I'm gaining 10% damage with this, maybe an extra 15% with the collateral kills, I might be losing 20% because 20% of the time I'm having to run around and avoid dying. So I think just overall, I think I was just better off, at least for now. Now maybe if this had vitality in it instead of that 97 to 182 damage, maybe in that case I'd go back to the S of Johan, because then maybe that toughness there, that 17% loss of toughness, is just really tough for me to handle as far as my overall toughness goes. But now the only other thing I want to do, I want to get this, see what I can do with this. I mean, overall it looks better. I guess I could just switch out that level requirement reduced by 32. And try and put in, maybe they got arcane.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Oops, not that one. This is something I got last time I played. Got it at the very end. I don't think it would be worth it just to trade this out for armor. I believe armor is better, but I think I'm better off just leaving that and replacing this. I was hoping that I'd have some better choices there. I guess the immobilize on hit. Really don't want to get rid of that movement speed, but and I suppose I could, and then if I put armor in place of it, and then I could just take a few of my Paragon points and switch them over from movement speed. So I'd lose a little bit of intelligence. 925. Alright, so I'd lose 100 intelligence. I think that's the only thing I have that adds to my movement speed. So I'd have to put... So I'd lose 100 intelligence if I got rid of that 10% movement speed. Which is still better than the boots I have. I think it'd be worth it. I wouldn't do it if I could get something good in my secondary. I don't know why that's like that. These boots here, I can't even do it with those boots. I think I'm gonna do that. It's either that or immobilize, but at most I'd have a 5% chance to immobilize. It's not that great. Alright, I'm going to go with the movement speed. I'm going to take the 100% loss to my intelligence that I'm going to get hit on with my Paragon points. I'm going to change this out to armor. 11. Alright. That's not bad. Alright, so I'll be gaining 9% to toughness. Still an extra 1.5% damage. Oops. So instead of 925, now it's 825. But I think I'll be alright. Alright, so this is my new setup. Oops, let's save it. My Zunimasa setup. I got Mura's Kaleidoscope instead of the S of Johann. Going with Carnival, Poison Dart, or Dagger of Darts. With the Zunimasa, so I've got to hit enemies with mana spenders in order for them to take the 15,000% damage. And this is the spell I'm using, Locust Swarm with the Pestilence rune, so it usually does a pretty good job. And then I've got the Ring of Royal Grandeur so that I can wear both Carnival and Depth Diggers. And my main defense is Sacred Harvester. I don't have a Primal one yet. Would like to have a Primal one. I don't know if I'm going to get ever a Primal one. Looks like I got towards the low end on base damage with this one. But it's Ancient Legendary. It's the best one I've got so far. And then I've got Lakumba's Ornament for 60% damage reduction. And I'm wearing Unity when my followers get Unity, and she's got a focus, which makes it to where she cannot die. So that setup gives me 50% damage reduction. Mask of Jerem gives my pets an extra 200% damage. And I've got my legendary gems, Enforcer for 42% extra damage. I got Simplicity Strength for another 70% damage, increase in damage, and then Molten Wildebeest for regeneration of 100,000 life per second, and a shield, which both of those tend to help me out a lot. Got my Spine Darts, Focus Swarm. I got Spirit's Walk for defense and for faster movement. And I've got Soul Harvester to go along with this, and it also gives me an extra movement speed, 25% normally. I'm sorry, 50% normally. Because normally I've got 10 stacks. And then I got Zombie Dogs that heal me for my life per hit, which is a modest 29,000, which is pretty good. They usually heal me up a lot. And these two are kind of questionable, but I've been really struggling with defense, dying a lot, dying pretty easily, so this gives me 15% damage reduction, this gives me another 20% life. I probably won't use those forever, but for now, that's what I want to go with until I get some better defensive stuff, some ancient legendaries that might help out my defense more. And then this, my second life, which has saves me so many times. And then I've got the mandatory fetish sycophants. I've also got this belt too, which gives me more fetish sycophants, but not all that many. And that's pretty much it. That's the breakdown. And then also, my lady is still set up with a lightning weapon. With
I miscast the charm spell.
stop.
Sister Lysa was fawning over me for a fortnight. It was mortifying.
A lightning weapon with weird word. So every time she hits, she has a 35% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds. With Dovu, so it actually usually comes out to about 2 seconds. And against most of the Rift Guardians, you're gonna see she stuns them a lot. So I think last time I said I was ready to do some bounties, which I believe I am. Let me just change over my armory with these here. So I can load this up. So I can do some quick rearranging. And then a bounty. Which I believe is what I'm going to do right now. And I've got different setups for each of my things that I'm doing. For a Greater Rift, that was my normal setup that I just showed, and then when I do a Nephilim Rift, I go with Boon of the Hoarder and Nagel Ring, and I take off the Depth Diggers, and I also take off Mask of Jerem and go with Broken Crown so I can make sure to get plenty of gems. With a Vault run, when I get a Goblin Ring, I generally find I don't need Boon of the Hoarder when I'm doing a Vault run, so I just switch it out and put my Enforcer back in. And then for the bounties, I really like to have these Gloves of Worship on. They seem to come in pretty handy. I usually do pretty well with that. With the Gloves of Worship. Alright.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
Alright, let me get rid of those boots and I'm gonna start up a bounty run. Righty, and let's open it up to the public with bounties. And let's hope for some shrines, eh? So So now the allies start coming in.
It was an honor.
Your evil undoes you.
Right, so I gotta find level 2.
The spirits aid me.
I know what it is. Just saying to myself, it doesn't seem like I'm moving very fast, and that's because when I'm doing bounties, I have this set up to give me a bonus to armor and not bonus to movement speed. Seems like with the bounties, I just need a little bit more defense.
Strike at your heart.
The reason why is because I lose my unity. I'm playing multiplayer. Gotta kill all enemies in here.
That creature must die.
Right. Lose my stacks again. Where's the last guy? Oh, I got him already. Okay. Look at that. Level 1,700. I'm on the low end of the totem pole.
Need healing.
Got these people down.
The truth burns you. Needs more time. Your day comes. The spirits aid me.
Missed. Figures. I lose my stacks. I got it.
My strike is true.
I lose it. Ah. No shrines, huh? A single shrine anywhere.
Death is here. Not ready yet. I should have. Your evil undoes you. That will die. The spirits smile upon you. The truth burns you. I do not want no mana.
I suppose you're seeking your fortune, same as me. Would you like some company?
An ally has gone, but my foes lose strength. I have gained an ally, but my foes will become stronger.
This place makes me nervous.
Hey, there's something here! Need more time.
Always feels killed a lot of enemies by now, huh? Maybe even more than me.
Not ready yet. My curse is hungry. I cannot join the others until their task is complete. I cannot join the others until their task is complete. Need more time.
Cast off behold the true vision of the Lord of Hell!
Gotta be kidding me! Ah! I'm immune to poison! Oh. I still don't know how that happened. Gotta get my stacks up.
Cast off note the true vision of the Lord of Hell!
Thank goodness. All right. Maybe I went in there without enough. Where are we? Snag Grom. Let's get all the rest done. Skeleton.
That will die. Need more time.
Oh, come on! Yeah, I didn't have any of my stacks. Get some stacks. Stacks again. It takes so long.
Need more time.
So pardon my frustration.
An ally has gone, but my foes lose strength.
Whatever. Whatever. Yes. Kind of a good game. I feel like I just need something better. May you never run into those bots. True. Happen. It's actually happened to me a couple times now, running into bots. Demon Hunter. Blackthorns. Get rid of this. Dropping caltrops. Alright. Let's drop some of these.
An ally has gone, but my foes lose strength.
See what we got. Looking for ancient legendary. Oh, that's not the ancient legendary I want. Nah, that's not either. Well, really would like ancient legendary gloves of worship and the illusory boots. No luck. Could just keep doing bounties until I get them. But which may not be a bad idea. Illusory boots come in really handy with my ancient legendary build. Like enough time, maybe half hour. I'll do one more bounty run. What the heck? Why not? Although, Let's first try and reforge these gloves. Yeah, I got enough for 4 reforges.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
Reforging, here we go. Going for ancient legendary. Attempt number 1. Let me take this. Forget. I was gonna take off my nasal ring, but
An ally.
We will stand together against the shadows.
try number 1. Nada. Try number 2. Nada. Try number 3.
I see.
Nada. And my last try. Oh. Well, 4 tries and 4 failures. Let me try.
Fortune
No.
favors the bold.
Try her. Probably should have tried this first.
Don't forget, luck always changes. Do come back again.
Overburdened.
Let's try a few of these. $141. Nothing. Nothing.
Access to a wondrous artifact of old. And
Ancient
that's what you want to
legendary
do with it.
Arachia.
Well,
Nada. I think that's. I don't want to use any more death breath. 41. Well. This is all part of the process. I got a couple
Such a
more.
brave soul. See you soon.
Nada. I'll hold on to them. I probably shouldn't. I should probably just get rid of them. I'm never gonna use Arachirs. Alright, I will be right back.